Good afternoon, children. Welcome to today's politics class. Today, I'm going to start a new lesson that is from your politics, Panchayati Raj. Okay, so now you have to take your textbook and to take your materials also and watch this video 2 or 3 times and read many times today's portion which I taken and underline important points, then only you can do your given works. So like that you have to, the very important thing is that you have to read textbook and underline important points. Okay, so read the chapter and underline important points, that is very important. So like that you have to do. Okay, so let us start our today's class. Okay, children, our last class we discussed about 3 levels of government. Okay, in the politics last chapter, previous chapters, we are discussing about 3 levels of government, and we studied about there are 3 levels, that is central government, state government, and Panchayati Raj system. Okay, so 3 levels of government: central government, state government, and Panchayati Raj system. And the previous chapter and second chapter we studied about democracy and monarchy, and in that how features of democratic government we discuss. The election is happening, people have the power to choose their cast their vote, and like that they are electing their representatives, and these representatives form the governments. So like that the system is going on. So today we can detailedly discuss about the fifth chapter, that is the third level of the government, that is Panchayati Raj. Okay, third levels of government, the level of government is known as Panchayati Raj system. Okay, we can through this chapter we can study about what is Grama Panchayat and what is Grama Sabha and what are the important functions of duties of the Grama Panchayat and Grama Sabha, and how these members of Grama Sabha are elected and how they are forming a government. All these things, local government, all these things we can detailedly study. Okay, what happens after people elect their representatives? How are decisions made? Let us look at how this take place in rural areas. Every village panchayat is divided into wards, smaller areas. Each ward elects a representative who is known as the ward member or panch. All the members of the Grama Sabha also elect a sarpanch who is the panchayat president. The ward panch and the sarpanch form the Grama Panchayat. The Grama Panchayat is elected for 5 years. Okay, every village panchayat is divided into wards. Okay, now our panchayat election is going to happen December first week. Our panchayat new panchayat election is happening. So now you are knowing about the your ward members and your panchayat and details of candidates. All these things, they are coming in your house, and they are saying their plans and all these things. Okay, so now you are familiar with the panchayat, because which panchayat we can say, the Minangadi panchayat or any panchayat. Okay, so in that panchayat now the election is going on. Okay, it is coming very soon. That means next week, means in first week of December. So in your mobiles and newspapers, and we can see the all the candidates photos and all these things. Okay, so that is why. So every village panchayat divided into wards. Okay, similar areas. Each ward elects a representative who is known as the member. Okay, then all the members of Grama Sabha also elect sarpanch, who is the panchayat president. The ward panch and the sarpanch form the Grama Panchayat. Okay, the Grama Panchayat is elected for 5 years. The Grama Panchayat has a secretary who is also the secretary of the Grama Sabha. The person is not an elected, this person is not an elected person, but is appointed by the government. The secretary is responsible for calling the meeting of the Grama Sabha and Grama Panchayat and keeping a record of the procedures. Okay, so that is about the Grama Panchayat. Okay, Grama Panchayat has a secretary who is also a secretary of the Grama Sabha. The person is not an elected person, but he is appointed by the government. And what is the responsibility of the secretary? The secretary is responsible for calling the meeting of the Grama Sabha and Grama Panchayat and keeping a record of the proceeding. Okay, all these things are the duties of secretary. So how a grama in a panchayat, how the election is happening. Grama panchayat is divided into different wards, and each ward one candidate is elected, and they are they are known as ward member. This panch selecting the grama panchayat president, sarpanch also. So sarpanch means a grama panchayat president, panch means a ward member. Okay. Now we can look at about Grama Sabha. The Grama Sabha is a meeting of all adults who live in the areas covered by a panchayat. This could be only one village or few villages. In some states, as an example above, a village meeting is held for each village. Anyone who is 18 years old or more and who has the right to vote is a member of the Grama Sabha. So Grama Sabha is a meeting of all adults who live in a area covered by a panchayat. So in a ward who are living in that ward, meeting is happening. That is known as a Grama Sabha. Okay, Grama Sabha is a meeting of all adult who is in the areas covered by the panchayat. This could be only one village or few villages together. Okay, then who are the members of Grama Sabha? Anyone who is 18 years old or more and who has the right to vote is a member of the Grama Sabha. So the Grama Sabha is very important. Okay, so the Grama Sabha is a very important for the people because who are participating in the Grama Sabha, they are discussing about the plans of village in that ward, what kinds of development plans can be done, what are the problems of in that areas of the people how they are living, and the basic facilities, road and developments and constructions and house, all these things are there. All the these matters are discussing in the Grama Sabha. So that is about discussing about agriculture, discussing about the water, discussing about the pollution, discussing about the road and materials, all these things. So all these in a village, what kinds of things are happening, all the things are discussing, all the matters that discussing in the Grama Sabha. After that this Grama Sabha is taking a decision about all these kinds of matters. So that is very important. So who are 18 years old people can participate in the Grama Sabha. It is a meeting of the people who, in an area who are 18 years old. Who are 18 years old, they can attend the meeting and they can discuss the problems of that areas. And at last the decision is taking and the maintenance work in that areas is going on. So that is about the Grama Sabha. Grama Sabha is very important in a Grama Panchayat. Grama Sabha is very important. Through that Grama Sabha, all the decisions for the in that areas people what kinds of things they are suffering and what kinds of matter they need, all these things are they are discussing and doing. So the Grama Sabha is very important in a village. Okay, so that is you have to read today about the Grama Sabha and Grama Panchayat, and one story is given in your textbook in the chapter that you have to detail read and understand it. Okay, I am not explaining that one. You have to read that story. In that stories what kinds of things are discussing in the Grama Sabha, all these things there is given. So you have to read that story also. Okay.